welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a tool that just might solve one of the biggest headaches in tech, bridging that huge, expensive gap between a great idea and software that actually works the way you want it to. So, let's get right to it with a question that might sting a little. Is vibe coding just absolutely killing your budget? You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You've got this perfect vision in your head, but turning that feeling into actual functional code, well, it feels like a constant expensive battle. It almost always starts right here. You spend thousands, maybe tens of thousands on really smart developers, but there's just something missing. They build something that works, sure, but it's not what you pictured. And that miscommunication, it's more than just frustrating. It's a direct shot to your bank account. And that, of course, leads to the cycle of doom, the endless back and forth. You explain it, they code it, you check it, and it's wrong. So you try again and again. Every one of those loops just burns through time, morale, and cash. And what you're left with is this messy patchwork of code that just never feels quite right. Now, you'd think with all these amazing AI tools popping up, things would be easier. But honestly, a lot of the time, they're not. These things are literal. I mean, super literal. You can't just give an AI a vibe. It needs crystal clear, structured instructions. And when your idea gets lost in translation, the AI just builds the wrong thing, only way, way faster. But what if? What if you could translate your vision perfectly, every single time? What if you had this kind of agentic copilot that totally gets you, but also speaks the super precise language that developers and AI need? Well, that's exactly the solution we're going to look at now. Say hello to the Agentic PRD Optimiser. At its core, it's a custom GPT that's been built to be the perfect translator. It can take your ideas, your rough notes, your vision, no matter how messy, and transform it all into a perfect blueprint that an AI coding tool, like OpenAI's Codex, can understand and build from, flawlessly. Okay, so how does this thing actually work? The whole process is about one thing, creating that perfect blueprint. See, it doesn't just take your order and run. No, it actually works with you to figure out exactly what you need, leaving absolutely nothing up to chance. Let's break down the key ideas. So first off, it creates something called a PRD. That stands for Product Requirements Document. Now, in the software world, this is the holy grail. It's the formal, technical spec that lays out exactly what needs to be built, how it should work, and who it's for. And this analogy just hits the nail on the head. Vibe coding is like handing a builder a napkin with a doodle on it and saying, "Build my house." A PRD, though, that's the full-on, hyper-detailed architectural blueprint. Every wire, every pipe, every measurement is there. There's just no room for error. The entire reason you want a perfect PRD is to achieve something called zero-shot execution. It's a fancy term, but the idea is simple. It's when an AI can pull off a complex task perfectly on the very first try. No need for examples, no need for corrections, it just gets it right. And this is the perfect way to think about it. Imagine a recipe, so detailed, so clear, that a world-class chef could cook a dish they've never even heard of and nail it on their first attempt. That is what a great PRD does for a coding AI. It makes first-try success possible. The best part is how simple it is on your end. Step 1, you just share your idea. Step 2, the agent starts acting like an expert consultant, asking you all these smart, clarifying questions to fill in the blanks you didn't even know were there. It's not just translating your vision, it's making it stronger. And then, once it has everything it needs, boom, it delivers that perfect blueprint-like PRD. Okay, but to create that perfect blueprint, you need to have a perfect conversation with the AI. And this tool has a really genius feature built right in to make sure that happens. It's a simple little safeguard called the Captain Canary. The GPT tells you this right up front. It's programmed to call you Captain in its responses. Now, this isn't just some fun little quirk. It's a dead simple but incredibly effective alarm system. It's literally the canary in the coal mine for the AI's short-term memory, or what the pros call its context. This breaks it down perfectly. Over on the left, you've got the common problem. Context gets corrupted. The AI forgets what you talked about 5 minutes ago. But on the right, you have the solution. The second that little agent stops calling you Captain, you know its memory is shot. That's your cue to just reset the chat before it starts spitting out garbage. It's a built-in reliability check. It's genius. So let's just tie it all together. What you get in the end is a PRD that is comprehensive, clear, and a perfect translation of your true vision. It's built from the ground up for that zero-shot execution we talked about, and it's protected by that clever safeguard against AI errors. Basically, it's designed to get your idea built right the very first time. So you really can stop that frustrating cycle of revisions and wasted cash. You can stop trying to be a translator and just start building your vision the right way from the get-go.
Visit eliascoolers.com for this and more free GPTs.